There's a version of love many women learned that had nothing to do with joy. It was love as duty, love as proof, love as something you earned through how much you could endure. And if you're a woman who grew up watching relationships where silence meant strength, where staying meant loyalty, where leaving meant failure, then somewhere along the way, you learned that love was supposed to hurt a little. Not dramatically, not obviously, just consistently. The conditioning. Many women were never taught what healthy love feels like. They were taught what love requires. Patience when he's distant. Sacrifice when he's inconsistent. Tolerance when your needs go unmet. Silence when speaking up might cause conflict. From an early age, love was framed as something to work for, something that demanded endurance. When relationships became painful, women didn't leave. They stayed and tried harder, because that's what good women do. They don't give up. They don't quit. They understand. They wait. Endurance became proof of devotion. Leaving became failure, the pattern. Think about the messages you absorbed growing up. Maybe you watched your mother accommodate. Maybe you heard relatives praise women who stood by their man. Maybe you learned that a woman's strength was measured by how much she could withstand without breaking. So when your own relationships felt difficult, you didn't question the relationship. You questioned yourself. Am I being too sensitive? Am I expecting too much? Am I not trying hard enough? Over time, pain was mistaken for depth. Peace felt suspicious. Calm felt unfamiliar. Because if love didn't require you to constantly adapt, constantly manage, constantly wait, was it even real? The misidentification. Here's what happens when endurance becomes your definition of love. You start confusing anxiety with attraction, drama with passion, emotional unavailability with mystery. You become skilled at explaining away behavior that hurts you, at finding reasons to stay in situations that diminish you, at convincing yourself that difficulty equals growth. But love was never meant to feel like survival. Real love doesn't ask you to shrink so someone else can remain comfortable. It doesn't require you to silence your intuition. It doesn't make you feel like you're constantly auditioning for a role you've already been cast in. If connection requires you to override your knowing, manage someone's emotions, or wait endlessly for consistency, it's not love asking you to grow. It's conditioning asking you to stay. The distinction. There's a difference between working through something and working for something. Working through challenges in a healthy relationship means two people committed to growth, moving toward each other with care. Working for basic respect, consistency, or emotional availability means you're carrying the entire relationship while someone else remains uncommitted to change. One is partnership, the other is exhausting. And if you've been taught that exhausting equals devoted, you'll keep choosing relationships that demand constant labor while calling it love. The unlearning. So how do you unlearn this? You start by noticing what your nervous system has normalized. Is chaos familiar? Does calm feel boring? Do you feel most in love when you're anxious about where you stand? These aren't signs of deep connection. They're signs of conditioning. Healing means learning to recognize peace as safety, not as absence. It means understanding that love shouldn't require constant proof, constant management, constant endurance. It means knowing that choosing yourself isn't selfish, leaving isn't giving up, and refusing to settle isn't being difficult. The permission. You're allowed to want a love that feels easy, not effortless. Relationships require presence, communication, care, but easy in the sense that you're not constantly questioning your worth, managing their moods, or waiting for them to show up. Easy in the sense that you feel chosen, not tolerated, seen, not studied, wanted, not questioned. This isn't naive, it's not unrealistic. It's actually the baseline for healthy connection. But if you were taught that love means suffering a little, this will feel radical. Closing love was taught as endurance for women who weren't taught their own value. But you don't need to earn love through how much you can withstand. You don't need to prove your worth through patience. You don't need to stay in pain to demonstrate loyalty. Real love doesn't ask you to survive it. It invites you to thrive within it. And the moment you stop accepting relationships that require endurance, you create space for connections built on something far stronger: mutual respect, genuine care, and the quiet confidence that you don't have to fight for something real. That's not giving up on love. That's finally understanding what it actually is. And when you need support or a reminder that others are fighting for the same freedom as you, visit the Manafa Method Vault, where your journey meets others walking the same road.